Sarah, and I'm here with my August TBR. Whew, all right, so I have a stack of 3 books here that I 100% know I'm going to be reading. I have an audiobook I know 100% know I'm going to be listening to. And then we're going to wing it from there. I do have a stack of review books that I'll just show you really quickly because I've already talked about them before, but I still have them sitting there that I need to read. And then I'm going to pick a couple random ones here. All right, so let's start off with some book club reads. The first one is my book club that I am in here personally, like in my town with my friends that I go to once a month. And every month we pick a theme, or we have a theme picked for every month throughout the year. We kind of do a big, like, theme picking party in December for the next year. And so for this month, our theme was Colleen Hoover, because we all love Colleen Hoover. And we've read a couple of her books as a group and just loved them. So this time we decided to just list all her books and then pick one from there. And the winner was November 9. And I have not even hauled this yet. I got this from Book Outlet. But yeah, so I'm really excited to read this one. I haven't read this one yet, but I've loved everything I've read from her so far. So I'm really excited to read this one and see what I think. I have heard mixed things. I've heard it's very problematic. If you guys know me, you know that I don't let big social issues really cloud my judgment when I'm reading. I read something, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. Yeah. So that's just kind of how I read. But I'm excited to read it and see what I think. Okay, this next one is going to be a read for a Goodreads group that I'm in, and it's called Lisa's Buddy Reads. I will leave that group link down below, but it is run by Lisa, whose book channel is called Books and Smiles. And I love her. Her and I are really forming a friendship, and it's fantastic. So she started this book club recently, and it's 2 books a month, and you have all month to read both books. So it's nothing like super, super structured, but you can kind of start when you want to and then jump in on the discussions when you want to. And I was really excited to see that this book was going to be for this month because I recently won an ARC of this on Facebook, I think, from the publishers. And so I was really excited to read it. And now this is a good push to actually get it done. But that is The Fact of a Body. And this is written by Alexandria Marzano-Lesnevich. Okay, guys. Upon more research of this book, this is a nonfiction, and it is Alexandria's account of prosecuting a child molester and killer. So there is a case in here that was real, that involves a real man, and he killed a 6-year-old boy. He had also been arrested previously for child molestation of young boys, and it got to a point where he killed one. So she basically, I believe she starts off in this book not believing in the death penalty. And then after prosecuting or being a part of this case, I don't know if she was the prosecutor or if she was just part of it somehow, but it really starts changing her mind because she hears about what this man did to these children, and it really, obviously affects her. So, I think this is going to be a tough one. But I think it'll be good. It'll challenge me, and, it'll probably challenge my beliefs as well. So I'm really excited to read it. And it's going to be a tough subject matter. Anything involving children, obviously, I'm a mother myself, so I can't help but think of what I would be feeling or what my babies would be feeling. Oh, I can't. But, I think it's going to be hard, but I think it's going to be good. So, yeah. I'm really excited to read it. And I have a book that I'm going to be buddy reading with my friend Jenny, and we are going to read The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. And I pulled this off of my Book Outlet shelf. I've had this for a little while now. I bought the duology on there a while ago, and I'm excited to read this. And it's one that we both want to read, so we decided that we are going to buddy read it together. So that'll be happening sometime in the month of August. This is a young adult fantasy about a girl who is part of a society where the king marries a different person from the kingdom every single day, and then every single night that woman ends up dead. So it is a retelling of, I believe, 1001 Nights. I think that's the correct name of it. It's like a classic tale or myth or something. But she ends up volunteering to be his bride after her best friend dies. So she's basically trying to get revenge on this king. And I'm sure nothing is as it seems. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. Okay, next I'm going to talk about the audiobook that I know I'm going to be listening to this month, and that is Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. This is book number 3 in her Outlander series. I will definitely be listening to this because the 3rd season of Outlander starts on September 10th, and I can't wait. So I definitely want to listen to the book first before the season of the show starts. So I will definitely be doing that sometime in the month of August. Okay, so now I need to start thinking about NetGalley because I have a lot of NetGalley books. Let me show you how many NetGalley books I have because I keep all of them written down on Post-its, and then as I read them, I'm able to take them off and throw them away. And I move them from month to month as my planner for every month. So this is how many NetGalley books I have currently on my Kindle. It's like almost 40. So I need to start making a dent in these. I really do. And a lot of these I've had for a long time, and I need to, I need to read them and review them and get them done. A couple of them I'm able to get on audiobook now, which is great through my library. So I'll do that for sure. But most of them I can't. So I have to actually read them. But I have decided I need to read at least 1 or 2 NetGalley books a month, and I really want to make a conscious effort to do that, so I need to include them on my TBR list. And for this month, I'm going to choose a book that is coming out August 1st, and I am going to read See What I Have Done by Sarah Schmidt. And this is one that I'm really excited about. I solely requested it from the cover because the cover is gorgeous. And I was like, I hope this is good because I want to read it just because I love the cover so much. And then I have heard very good things about it. It is an adult psychological thriller. So very excited about that. And like I said, a couple people have read it already and have told me that they really enjoyed it and they thought I would too based on what I read already. So fingers crossed I'm going to love it, but I'm going to put it on my TBR and hopefully I'm going to be able to get to that this month. All right, so let's pull a couple things out of my TBR jar. I've only pulled out 7 things from my TBR jar this year so far, which is about 1 a month. And I've read all of them except one. The first one I DNF'd because I didn't like it. But I've read all the other ones and I've enjoyed them. So I really want to get back to my TBR jar and make sure I pick some stuff out. I haven't picked anything out for a couple of months. So we're going to pick 2 this time and see where that takes us. So here is the first one. Let's see. The Signature of All Things by Elizabeth Gilbert. Ironically, this was already sitting on my nightstand because I just talked about this book in my last book haul revisit, I believe for the month of July. And I had hauled it, I think last year. And I picked it out to put it on my nightstand to see if I can get read soon. So that's a sign. All right, let's pick another one here. And then I have to show you the review books that are sitting here because I have a bunch still to get to. All right, so the next one, A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan. All right, I think I talked about this one recently too, I want to say, because I'm pretty sure I talked about it in one of my recent haul videos. Yeah, I have no clue what this is about, but we'll see. It's not too long, so yeah, but I really love this cover, like love it. Okay, I also have another pile of books that is already sitting in my room, and they are part of the Unhaulathon readathon, which is happening the first 2 weeks of August, so August 1st to the 15th. And I will leave my TBR video down below. I've already posted it. So those books are also going to be hopefully read. I don't want to go through them again because I've already talked about them. But those are hopefully going to be showing up on my wrap up as well. All right, so I do have a little pile here of review books that I am just picking up here and there in order to read. And I'm not putting a big, huge emphasis on reading them by a certain time because a lot of these have already been released and I got them after the release date. So I'm not too worried about, having them done ASAP. I do want to get them done, fairly quickly, but I'm not putting that much pressure on myself so that I'm not just reading review books. The first 2 are Maestra and Domina by L.S. Hinton. This is book 1 and 2 in a series. And these are supposed to be thriller books as well. These were sent to me by Putnam, so those are on my nightstand. I also have What She Ate by Laura Shapiro. This was sent to me by Viking, and this is a nonfiction anthology. I have Pigeon Blood Red by Ed Duncan. This was sent to me by the publisher and the author as well, and this is an adult thriller. And then I have Infinity and Omega. These were sent to me by Entangled Teen. This one actually came out today, August 1st, and then this one came out last year. So these are young adult sci-fi. And then from Blogging for Books, I got Blood Rose Rebellion by Evelyn Eves. And this is probably the one that I definitely don't have like a specific date I need to read by, but it's still there and I still want to read it because then I can get another book from Blogging for Books. You can only have one out at a time. But yeah, so we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see how it goes. So I have a good pile here for like definite, you know, book clubs and buddy reads and my TBR jar stuff. And then I have the readathon that I'm going to be participating in, that I'm going to try to read some of those. And then I'm going to be picking up some of these review books. I'm not sure which ones yet, but just kind of whatever the mood strikes me. All right, guys, that's it. So we're going to see how August goes, but my girls are going back to school on the 14th. So that means I'm going to be back at the gym. And I'm really excited about that. I didn't really go to the gym that much over the summer because I had to take my girls with me. If anyone's been to the gym with kids that doesn't have childcare, it is really, really hard. Our gym does have a mommy room, but it can be very crowded. It's very small, and my girls get bored very easily. So we just said, you know, it's fine. And I will go when school starts back up, when I can actually be there for a while by myself. I can listen to an audiobook while I'm there. So that will be a really good way for me to do audiobooks. So I will hopefully get a good chunk of audiobooks done this month just because of that, because I'll be driving to the gym, which is on base. And that's a good, 20-minute drive there, 20-minute drive home. And then my time at the gym, I'm listening to audiobooks. That's what I do. I don't listen to music or anything. So I'm excited for that. So hopefully there will be a lot of audiobooks in my wrap up. But yep, that's going to be it for me for August. So please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are planning to read for this month. Are there any books coming out that you're excited about? I have Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo pre-ordered, so that will be coming at the end of the month. I'm really excited about that one. And yeah, just let me know what you're excited to read this month. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.